Have you ever wondered what kind of car a man who owns skyscrapers, stars in TV shows, runs for president and wins chooses? What brand became so close to Donald Trump's heart that he not only owned it, but also made it a symbol? This is not just a story about cars. This is a story about power, style, and image. Because a car is an extension of a personality, and when your personality is Trump, you don't choose just anything. You choose a legend. In this article, we will delve into autobiographical stories, high-profile photo shoots, luxury car dealerships, interviews, and even Twitter messages to get the full picture. What car brand has become Donald Trump's favorite, and why this is much more important than it seems at first glance. We will go far beyond simple statistics. We will dive into the culture of symbols, business ethics, and the psychology of prestige, and try to understand not just what Rolls-Royce is to Trump, but who Trump is to Rolls-Royce. This is not a story about a car for the rich. This is a story about how a person can become a brand, and vice versa. Trump and the world of luxury, not just money, but a stage. When Donald Trump enters a room, he doesn't just walk in, he appears. And this effect of presence is not a coincidence. It is a strategy. From the color of his tie to the number of buttons in the Trump Tower elevator, everything about him has to convey the same message. I am here to be on top. The machine in this scenario is not at all. It is a stage. It is an extension of the presentation of himself. And he knows that even a horn or the sound of a door can become a part of a bigger performance, where he plays the main role. A brand that sank into the heart. Rolls-Royce. Rolls-Royce. It is a name that needs no description. It is a brand that Trump chose, not just because it is expensive. It is because it says what he wants to be said. Quietly, but undeniably. This was not the choice of a young, emotional race car driver. It was the choice of a strategic player who understands the importance of silence, grandeur, and elegance. Rolls-Royce is the antithesis of noisy Lamborghinis or showy Ferraris. It is a car for those who do not need to be convinced. Autobiography through cars. If we follow Trump's car fleet, we will get an autobiography without words. All of his cars are like chapters. Eccentricity Lamborghini, power Mercedes S-Class, status Cadillac, and the Rolls-Royce is the finale, the crown. A car is a biographical memory. They capture moments of life, transformation, ambition. And every time Trump got behind the wheel or opened the door of the Phantom, he realized that it was more than transportation. It was a ritual. Image as fuel for the brand. Trump's ad campaign begins with his shadow falling from the door of a Rolls-Royce. This is not a metaphor. It's a visual fact. He understands the power of the frame, the power of appearance, the power of the moment when a journalist thinks, yes, this is a powerful image, and that's it. Without words. Trump does not advertise cars, but his choice advertises him, and this is what gives him an advantage. He allows others to guess, to look for meanings, to ascribe meanings, and the meanings associated with Rolls-Royce are strength, endurance, and unattainability. A political symbol and a car. Politics is a theater, and every detail on the stage matters. When a politician says, "I am the people," but arrives in a car for $400,000, it is a conflict. But Trump plays a different game. He says, "I am an example. I'm proof of what is possible." So when he arrives at Phantom, it's not a demonstration of alienation. It's a provocation of inspiration. It's a play on contrast. And it works. A car is a metaphor. Rolls-Royce is not a car. It is a moving philosophy. Its lines are like a signature at the end of a deal. Its silence is like the voice of a man whom everyone listens to, even when he is silent. And this is the whole point of Trump. He doesn't run, he shows up. He doesn't say much, but when he does, it echoes. Rolls is a mirror of this philosophy. What can a car say about you? In a world where everything is about visuals, you don't just own a car, you merge with it. It becomes a part of your voice. So who do you want to be? A fast-moving Lamborghini, a reliable Mercedes, or a silent Rolls, whose silence is more precious than the shouting of others? Donald Trump's favorite car is more than a car. It is a philosophy of movement without haste, power without noise, status without excuses, And Rolls-Royce is not just a brand he loves. It is a brand that speaks his language. And now the main thing. What car will you choose to be remembered?